Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing a review on the Cargolux 747-8F. If you haven't guessed from last week's video, not last week's, but last Wednesday's video, we had the Garuda Indonesia with the mask unboxing, and now we have the Cargolux 747 with the mask unboxing. So let's get right into it. Just so you can see on the box, this is like a standard Gemini Jets box. Besides right here, which says interactive series, this is an interactive series plane. This would be my second interactive series. I have the UPS 747-8, and now I have the Cargolux 747-8. I almost would rather if it wasn't interactive series, because then you couldn't see the lines. Like, it works with UPS because you're never going to be taxiing it. It's most of the time going to be unloading cargo. For something like the Cargolux, it's more for show, like when it's taxiing, because you have that perfect mask on it. If it's open, like as you see on the box right now, you can't see the mask as well. So I almost wish that it wasn't, interactive, but whatever. Let's get right into it. Down here it says interactive series. Here it says Boeing 747-8F. There it says Cargolux 1/400 scale die-cast model aircraft. There we have 1/400 scale die-cast model aircraft again. A decal of the plane on the box, adult collectible model, and another decal and interactive series. If you look inside, you can see the actual model in there with all the pieces for interactive series, and there on the top is all the information. Let's open it up. Alright, so just as we can see opening it up, it's that standard Gemini Jets, clear on the top, blue on the bottom, and here on side are all the pieces. I'm not going to tilt it up too far because I don't want to let them all fall out, but looks like we've got like 4 opening doors. So yeah, I'm going to get all this stuff out of the way and then I'll bring it back to you guys. Alright, so just taking it out of the box, the only piece that comes on it is the nose, but as you can see, you can easily just remove that. This is the closed configuration for the nose, and then the open configuration is here. I'm going to put it in open first, and then put it back in closed so you can see what it's like. So to put it in open configuration, what you really just need are the ones that are more like trays and less like slots that go in there. This one also has pins on the front and not a slider, so it's actually the opposite for the nose. As you can see, this is like a tray, and then this one's the pins. So I'm going to stick the pins in the front. Let me zoom it in. Okay, so it looks very odd without a nose piece on there, but let me stick it in there. Perfect, that's the open configuration for the nose of the aircraft. And now moving down, about there where my thumb is, we have the like bigger cargo section door. On the over cargo, but I'll show you what I mean in a minute by over, because there's 2 underbelly cargo areas. But this tray slips in, and something that's been happening with all interactive series I'm getting, and I felt this on Gemini Jets, is that they don't go in all the way, and if you try to shove them in there all the way, they go in, but then they like get stuck in there. So here, I'll show you what I mean. You can see, oops, still zoomed in. As you can see, it's very, not all the way in there. It almost looks kind of odd, but that's for the, as I like to call it, the upper cargo area, and I'll show you what I mean by that in a minute when I turn it to the other side. Alright, so here you can kind of see what I mean. This is what I would consider like the underbelly cargo area. So these have smaller doors. When I say smaller, they're pretty small, but open configuration. So it's like the tray, and I'm just going to, get up there. There we go. Just slide it in there, and there you have the open configuration for that bottom cargo area on the front. And then on the back of the aircraft, same thing, just on the bottom side, you take the tray. This one's just no writing or anything on it. This one's just a plain one, and you just stick it in there. So this is the open configuration now. As you can see, the nose up there. Let me turn it so it's facing you guys. You can actually see the inside has some nice detail in there too. It's a little dark, but I'll turn on a flashlight later. So yeah, this is open configuration, and now I'm going to show you closed. So now looking at the front of the aircraft, for the closed configuration, you have the nose piece here, and it has a pins on the top, as you can see there. Pins on the top, and then like trays in the middle. So that just slides right into the front of the aircraft. Oh, out of focus. There we go. Right into the front of the aircraft, and there you go. And now you can kind of see why I like it closed better. You can almost see like a crack there, but at the same time, it's not, it's the line for the separation part, but you could see the mask a lot better. If you put it in the up position, it just kind of looks like a blue nose, and that you can't really tell. So I'm going to scoot it down here. And now for the closed configuration for this one, you just take this piece, and this is more like a chunk with a slider on the top that you just slide in there. There it goes. And now for the two bottom pieces, these come out a little easier. So if you tilt the aircraft or something while you're trying to pick it up, they'll fall out. So just be careful with that. Hold on, I'm gonna have to tilt it this way. But if you just slide it in there, it looks pretty good, matches up nicely. And then same thing with the back one. You just slide it in there. Oops. These are very small, and the wings kind of block you from getting back there. There it goes. Perfect fit. Just give it a little tap to go in there nicer. And yeah, so that's the closed configuration for the Cargolux 747. So now I'm just going to look at it in closer detail. So now looking at the aircraft, you can see on the front, I'm going to pull it back a little bit, there's the main attraction of the plane. It's not just sets it apart from every other Cargolux. It's the actual mask on the front of the aircraft. That's really cool and neat. Down by the landing gear, you can see it says VCF. If you scoot it forward, there it says Luxembourg on the bottom, like to the left of the door. But then on top of the door, like I think it's a flag, but I'm not sure. I think it's a Luxembourg flag, but I'm not sure. So there to the right of that, you have 3 windows. There it says "Not Without My Mask" on the bottom. There's the door, and then in huge letters, huge block letters, you have Cargolux there, kind of like from underneath the hump and then a little bit further down from the hump. So if I keep on scooting it forward, there you have some lights, and then that long streak of blue and red from Cargolux. And then this is the back of the aircraft. It says 747-8F, and the registration for this aircraft is LX-VCF. Now I'm going to focus on the tail. So now looking at the tail of the aircraft, you can kind of see that the 3 like cubes, if you will, like cubes for Cargolux, their logo. And then up on the top right, it almost looks like a flag that has one of those Chinese dragons. I'm just not sure what kind of flag it is. It looks very nice. You have that, the colors are on point, that red with the white Cargolux logo, which is like the 4 cubes stacked on top of each other. Now looking at the bottom of the aircraft, again, something to note is that these pieces will fall out if you tilt it. So I was going to turn it upside down, and they fell out. And actually that's backwards. But yeah, these pieces fall out fairly easily. So if you're going to tilt it upside down or something to look at the bottom, make sure you do it from the other side. But yeah, they're on the bottom. On the front, you have the Cargolux logo on the nose of the plane, and then you also have it on the bottom of the plane there. Right next to that is the Gemini Jets logo, because what would a Gemini Jets plane be without a Gemini Jets logo? There you have the wheel wells and the wheels, and then the engines look on point. There on the end of the wing, it says LXVCF. The only thing I'd say about the wings is that they are a little bit flexed, like more than they should be, but I think it's not too bad. It looks fine. And again, there on the Cargolux, there it says Cargolux on the front of the plane. I think that is great, because if I have it like taking off like I do like the Qantas right now, if you saw my last airport update, you can kind of see that it looks extra realistic. It's just great job from Gemini Jets there. This has been a review of the Gemini Jets Cargolux Boeing 747-8F Not Without My Mask livery. Thank you all so much for watching. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.